It's really not the phone itself, it seems, that's causing the damage, but the message that it sends that this screen matters more to me than you do right now.
So, Heidi, what I hear you saying is just these little small things that I don't even think twice about, right? I get a
Right.
patient who texts, so I get email I'm looking at, stock market quotes. I don't think in my head that's a big deal,
Right.
but it's just little, and it adds up,
Building
right?
up over
And over
time.
time,
Mm,
these things we don't even notice.
yep.
It really starts to adversely affect our relationship. Is that's what they found?
That is, yep. They report more conflict with each other and lower satisfaction with their relationship overall. So the pattern that it follows is there's a technological interruption, then there's conflict about the technology when there's a lot of it, and then the couple emotionally distances from each
So
other.
you tell me, "Hey, get off your phone," or I tell you that.
Yeah.
And then we do, but then we might feel miffed.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of spirals a little bit,
Yep.
a little
And
emotional distance, right?
that's exactly right. So, Scott, I want to just ask you a question
Okay.
here. When do you notice me reaching for my phone the most? And how does it make you feel during those times?
Well, not as much at dinner on date night. So
We
we got
try
date nights
really hard.
typically
Yeah.
pretty good in the car a lot.
Yes.
In the
And
car a
I
lot.
started that actually when we moved to Dallas. We lived in rural Arizona for several years, and driving around was piece of cake. There were never more than two lanes with maybe a passing lane through the middle. But when we moved to Dallas with, I don't know how many lanes, 4 lanes of traffic going each direction, 5 sometimes, I started to get really anxious about his driving.
So that's your excuse. You're
Well,
worried about my driving, and so you want to distract yourself by
because
looking
you
at your phone.
didn't like me complaining about your driving, and you didn't like me saying, slow down, stop, you're getting too close. And so it started like that. But doing that over and over several times eventually led me to using that as a coping mechanism, or maybe just the neural pathway is formed that I
Okay.
just automatically do it. Now, today, after working through all of this research and
And
thinking
no
about this
Rex.
topic,
No Rex. Wow.
that's because I was telling you that you were too close. But it is something that becomes habitual.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yes. Absolutely. No, don't. Oh, yes. You're right.
Okay.
I don't want to use the word absolutely all the time.
Okay. Well, in later work, Coyne and her team examined over 1,000 married couples and found that when husbands spent more time on entertainment media, whether scrolling, watching, gaming, watching ball games, sports, any kind of entertainment kinds of things, both partners felt less satisfied in the marriage.
And I think this shows up a lot in the research that it appears to affect the wives negatively more toward their spouse. So I'm just saying that this phenomenon tends to be more likely to be seen in wives.
So here's what's really wild, though.
Okay.
McDaniel, who we've already talked about in his team, instead of just having them report
Right.
on what they thought, they actually tracked them for 10 days in a row to see how technology showed up in their time that they spent together.
And what did they find?
Well, that they used technology when they were together a lot more than they realized. I think it was a really high percentage.
Wait, what? No, that can't be.
Bias, right?
That can't be.
In this study, they weren't just asking how much people used tech, but they looked at when and how they used it while hanging out as a couple.
So, like when we're watching a movie together and you're messaging back and forth with your podcast assistant.
Yep. You got me.
Or I might be taking calls or texts for my patients.
Yep.
I am on call 24 hours a day.
Yep.
So sometimes I have to.
So when we have that time together, are we?
Yes, we
allowing
want to be
other things to
intentional
interfere?
about not letting as much as possible that be interrupted.
Right, exactly.
I 100% agree.
Yep. The study also found out that when either person got distracted by their phone or tablet during couple time, what they call technoference in the study, both partners ended up less happy with their time together. And when one partner noticed that the other was using their device, conflict went up too.
It's good enough for me, but not for thee.
Yep.